All right, so we're in Fusion, and we're going to be making the hub here. First thing to notice with the hub is that it's basically just two rectangles or a long rectangle and a square with one construction line here at the bottom. That construction line is really important. So I want to start by just getting the basic shape in. And I'm going to do that with a couple of rectangles. So here's my relatively square rectangle, my taller, narrower rectangle, and then I want to press L for line to get that line in there. Then I can come back to my drawing, see that this is a 1/2 inch in width, and we've got a 1 inch width down here at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. D for dimension, this is a 1/2 inch. It should be 1 inch. And then coming back for my dimensions, I've got 0.375 inches from the line to the bottom of the shape here. So that's a really important one. A lot of people will forget that dimension and then it'll cause them problems. Put that one in there. We've got a 1 inch height to the step and 2.5 inches overall. So 1 inch here and 2.5 inches up top. So I've got all the dimensions in. Double check those before you move any further, but once you're comfortable that you've got everything right, press create, and then we're going to be revolving these two areas. And it's important you select both. You'll see the two are selected. Then I have to select my axis. The axis is that line that we made at the beginning. It's going to default to 360 degrees. That's that's all the way around, and that's what we want. So just hit OK. And then we need to put in the holes. Now, this is a little bit misleading. This is 1.65 inches to the center of this hole. The angle makes that a little hard to see. And then this hole is 0.5 inches. So I want to sketch a circle right on the face. Put that in here, make it 0.5 inches in diameter. And then D to dimension to make it 1.65 inches up. Once you have that, you can press E to extrude. And I just want to, because of push-pull, it makes it easy. I'm just going to drag that right on through and cut it away. I want to create a circular pattern. Circular patterns are hidden under the pattern option here, so we get circular. And we want to pattern this hole around an axis. Now, we can select our axis right in here, or we can just select something round. In this case, I think it's easier to select a round surface and then just tell it that we need 10 of those. We need to put the keyway in the front. And the keyway is right in here. This is a fairly large keyway. We're going to do a 1/4 inch key, so 0.25 by 0.25. And then we'll just kind of drag that over to the center. We can work on centering it better at another time, but get it pretty close. And then extrude that on through. Again, push-pull, you can just drag it backwards. You can also switch it over here. You'll see the switch to a cut with a negative direction. Just grab it and push it through, and then you've got your hub made. So a pretty quick part, shouldn't take you very long. And when you click the appearance options, you should get this drop down. That was a right click and then appearance. Let's make this metal. We'll go with some aluminum. Might look nice in an anodized blue. So it's got a nice look to it. We can close our appearance options, and then just make sure that before you close it out, that you give this a name. So you click save, save it in the location you want it to be, and give it a name. You could call it circular pattern, or you could call it the hub, but just make sure that you save that before you go anywhere else.